What's up, you guys? It's Tati back with another video. This time we are talking about predictions for AEW Full Gear. It is a couple of days before the pay-per-view, and I'm pretty sure we don't have the entire card, but it looks like we have majority of it. AEW does like to add in last-second things. So guys, please let me know what are your predictions down below. What do you think is going to happen at this pay-per-view? Before I do get into the card, I do believe that they're going to add in Hook versus Wheeler Yuta on the pre-show. We only have one match on the pre-show so far, so I would not be surprised to see that being added on. I'm not sure about the main card for that one. Now, also, we do have a signing going on somewhat during the show. I don't think it's going to be during the pre-show. I think they'll leave that for during the main card. I did say that I would love for it to be Mercedes, but I kept thinking about it and I'm just like, okay. For whatever reason, Will Ospreay skipped my mind. We've seen him over there, but it would be really, really cool to see him get signed too. I also would love to see him in WWE. I think I'd probably prefer to see him in WWE, but if he were to be the one to be signed, that would be cool too. I've seen a couple of people say Dolph Ziggler. I'm not sure. One of the things that Tony Khan said was that that this person was loved by pretty much all the AEW fans. So I think him saying by AEW fans rather than saying pro wrestling fans was pretty specific. So I'm not sure if it would be Dolph Ziggler. So I don't know. But if it's Will Ospreay, I'll be cool with that too. So I'm surprised we don't have Miro or Andrade on this thing. I don't know. There's just a lot of people that should have been on this card as well. But it is what it is. So let's go into these predictions. First match, we have the Golden Jets versus the Young Bucks. To be honest, this feel really rushed, put together. And although the Young Bucks are saying that, they still love Kenny and they're still friends, and this is what they said, a friendly competition. That's what they said on somewhere on social media. Their real issue is with Chris Jericho. And obviously that's going to play an issue probably in terms of Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega being partners, because Kenny's still friends with the Young Bucks. Personally, I don't really even see the advantage of either of these teams even winning. I just don't know what the hell they're fighting for. And the story is not really interesting. So I guess I would say, like, out of biasness, I'll take Kenny and Chris Jericho for the win, because I have no idea what the hell is going on with this story. Now, we have a trios action. We have our stepdaddy Christian with Luchasaurus and Nick Wayne versus Sting, Edge, and Darby Allin. Now, obviously, it's going to go to the baby faces here, but it would be really cool to see them do something very original in order to have the heels take the win here. Christian is my favorite out of everybody on both of these teams. I love what he's been doing with, being a heel or whatnot. He's just absolutely phenomenal. He's been one of my favorite wrestlers since I've been watching wrestling, and he's awesome. So I'm glad everything that he's getting right now in his career. But I can totally see the babyfaces taking the win here. Sting is about to retire. His foot is already in retirement. And then we have Adam Copeland, who just joined AEW. And I don't see him going on his first pay-per-view match and taking a loss. So I definitely think we're going to see the baby faces take the win here. But I do want to see something that's going to further the storyline between Adam and Christian moving forward. Darby, this dude is broken all over. He needs a break. Sting probably going to have a singles run. I'm not entirely sure what the whole thing's going to be in terms of his last match. But definitely need to see things progress between Christian and Adam Copeland. That's what I would definitely love to see, since there's another pay-per-view next month. The pay-per-views too close together. I don't know why. Anyway, next match, Texas Death Match, Swerve Strickland and Adam Page. And I'm going to be honest, I've said this before, that Hangman doesn't really do it for me. But these past two promos that we've gotten was really, really spot on, where I'm just like, damn, I still don't want you to win, but I'm impressed with what I've heard you say. He looked really, really strong on Dynamite last night. And I just loved everything that he did. Now, in terms of everything that's happened in the storyline and how personal it's gotten, it would be kind of crazy if Heyman did not take the win. However, I would love to see Swerve take the win. I feel like this is Swerve's time right now. Well, since yesterday. Swerve is somebody I've been saying for quite some time how special he is. And I think that with this storyline kind of got people on board with how great Swerve is, but I think he's been showing that for quite some time now. But it's okay. Better late than never. Like I said, I would love to see Swerve win, but I do think Hangman is going to take this, but it's going to be a really, really close call between both of these guys. Now we do have the international title on the line. Orange Cassidy versus Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley is my pick. I'm not going to explain nothing. If you guys watch me, you already know when it comes to Orange Cassidy, I'm absolutely over it. Now we do have the TBS title on the line. We have Chris Statlander versus Julia Hart versus Sky Blue. I thought that there's no reason for them to have this rematch without Julia taking the win. Julia has absolutely impressed me these past few months, and I love what she's been able to do. She's been really successful in terms of her character, and this is something that we've been wanting with AEW, for AEW to create its own thing and be successful, and we're seeing that with Julia, and I really want to see the women's division thrive with a character like Julia. Also, Sky Blue is in the situation as well. She's also part of this match. So it's not 100% a rematch, but I would still love to see Julia take the title from Chris Statlander. Chris, she's really talented. I think these past few weeks, she's impressed me a little bit more in the ring. However, in terms of character, I just don't see it. Like, she's, another one like who's friends with Orange Cassidy, but something about her personality is just not there. And I'm not saying that she needs to have an explosive personality like other people, but something about her where it's like, it's forgettable. But when she's in a ring, she does really well, but we need more. This is a championship we're talking about here, and I would love to see her have done more with her title reign, but I'm over it. Julia, I hope she takes the title from her. Now we also do have the AEW women's title on the line, Hikaru Shida versus Toni Storm. I'm not against Toni winning. I just don't want this back and forth thing where it's like, oh, well, we'll give you the women's title for a couple of weeks. Now we're going to give it to someone else. Hikaru Shida has already won it 3 times. Toni has won it twice, so she would have won on Saturday. This would be her 3rd time. But this would also be a hot potato type of situation. I don't think it does anything for the prestige of the title. So personally, I would love to see Hikaru Shida hold on to it. While I believe Hikaru Shida is one of the best women on the roster in terms of what she does in the ring, she's also another one who doesn't have too much personality. She just goes out there, kicks some ass, and that's it. And I want to see more from her. I just don't want to see people winning titles and not necessarily have a story, not necessarily have something else going for them. And in that terms, Toni Storm, she got that whole timeless Toni Storm thing going on. And it's entertaining for the most part. Sometimes it's a hit and miss type of situation. But at least she has something going on for her character as well. And she's very, very good in the ring. So I'm really interested to see what happens there. Now, another thing to keep in mind was when Mariah May went to see her in her dressing room, she said, if you need anything, I'll do it for you. Obviously, Toni Storm told her to get the fuck out of my room, but I do think that she may take advantage of what Mariah said and maybe have her help her in terms of winning that title. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like her saying that was kind of foreshadowing what may happen in that match. So we'll see. Now we also have the tag titles on the line. We have Ricky Starks and Big Bill versus LFI versus FTR versus Malachi Black and Brody King. I don't know what's going to happen here, but I'm going to be honest. I don't want to see FTR win it. I don't see why they need to win it. But they're damn near excellent in the ring. So I'm glad that they're in this match. They're definitely going to add that pay-per-view quality on this match. However, I would rather see Bill and Ricky retain. It's going to be more of them outsmarting the other team in order to take the win for this one. So I don't know what's going to happen here. I feel like we haven't seen too much of all these guys in terms of a storyline. It's just House of Black keep popping up every Saturday and pretty much putting their nose in all these other teams' businesses. But it's not nothing solid going on in terms of a storyline. So I'm not sure if I want the other three teams to win. I'd rather see Ricky and Bill retain. I don't think that they've had it that long to truly make an impact. I would give these two guys, these young stars who's going to be the future of this business, a little bit more time to show what they can do as a tag team. Now, I did forget to mention the other tag titles on the line, which is the Ring of Honor tag titles. For whatever reason, it's on here, whatever. So you guys know Adam Cole is injured and MJF is holding one of those titles. He doesn't have a partner, but he's going against the Guns on the pre-show. Samoa Joe been extending a hand saying, bitch, you need help, let me help you. I personally would not trust Joe, but if Joe is sincere in terms of helping with a tag match, then okay, cool. It is what it is. Personally, I would prefer to see MJF in the ring with a Ring of Honor tag team and lose it to that Ring of Honor tag team rather than it be the Guns. I don't want to see anybody who has nothing to do with Ring of Honor holding these titles. And now you guys know, like, I love MJF so much, but he's not doing any justice to the tag title. So I preferably, I'd rather neither one of these teams hold the title. We do have Collision and Rampage on Friday, so we'll get a chance to see if MJF is going to take up Samoa Joe's offer. I'm not sure. Either way, I don't care about this. Real talk, I don't care about this. Whoever win, I don't want neither one of these teams to win it. MJF already has enough on his plate, so I guess the Guns can have it. It is what it is. Main event, AEW World Title on the line, MJF versus Jay White. This is what I believe is going to be match of the night. These two have been beefing, and it's going to be on site at the pay-per-view. And oh man, I know we're going to get something amazing. We've been getting banger after banger with Jay White. He has been absolutely damn near flawless in the ring. So I know we're going to get the best out of both of these guys for this match. MJF, I want him to retain. I want him to get a Triple B back. I don't know. Jay White, in terms of him winning singles matches, I do believe he does have a streak going on. I don't think he's lost any singles matches since he's been in AEW. So he looks good going into this match. However, with him having the Bang Bang Gang and them kind of helping him along the way with certain things, that's another thing. I love heels, but I don't believe that you have to cheat all the time just to be a bona fide heel. You know, you can still be a heel and get shit done on your own. And that's what I wish that they did with Jay White. I wish that, sure, you have the Bang Bang Gang with you, but they down to, beat up your opponent after the match. Let you win things cleanly while you're in this feud for the Triple B, and then you go into this pay-per-view with, having won all your matches clean. Yes, you're a heel, and you'll still be able to portray that character, but at least you did it all on your own, but you can still have your boys take out the trash when you're done with your match. So personally, I like what they've done with Jay White, but I wish that he'd done everything on his own in terms of these wins that he's had with these singles matches. But doesn't matter, he's been doing pretty great, and I just don't see that he is that he would be the top guy in the company, and it has something to do with him being a heel or whatever. I just feel like we just have not seen enough of him to be that guy. And I felt the same way with Adam Cole as well when he was trying to get the title from MJF. I felt like, yeah, we're getting some really great stuff from Adam, but we haven't gotten enough of him to, put that big title on him, So I think it's going to take a little bit more time with Jay White, but I think he's definitely proven himself to be one of those guys that can definitely, carry the torch. So it is what it is. But MJF definitely going to retain, and he better get that Triple B back, because I'm tired of seeing Jay White going around the whole damn country with this title. I don't know who he's going to feud with next, but Samoa Joe definitely is in line. Wardlow is in line. Who else? There was a couple of other people. Daniel Garcia already had his match. I think I'm missing somebody, but I'm not 100% sure. But maybe we might get Samoa Joe and MJF by the next pay-per-view, which is on December 30th. But guys, that is my prediction. So comment down below what you think is going to happen at Full Gear. I'm looking forward to this. I have really high hopes that we're going to get a really solid pay-per-view. For the most part, the pay-per-views are solid. When it comes to AEW, they'll disappoint you on a Wednesday night, a Friday night, maybe even on Saturday, but those pay-per-views are always on point. Guys, thanks so much for watching my prediction video. I will be back tomorrow with Collision and Rampage. Bye.